Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this. It's a fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
It's complete to the right. And he will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes!
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a first down for the offense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quickly complete. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's a heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Williams looking for a man, trying to set up the screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets nothing, and after getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Williams will pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this offense just can't get out of their own way. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. Jesse, you have to take better care of the football. They're turning this thing over like they're a non-profit.
Yeah, this thing goes back to football 101 now. 5 points of pressure. Everybody who touches the football. Forget about X's and O's in schemes and personnel groupings. You just have to do the fundamental things correctly, and it is killing them in this game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Fowler. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Miami, 35. Georgia Tech, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Gandy. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Miami, 42. Georgia Tech, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man across the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Williams will pass. Oh, he makes the catch. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to...
Breaks into the open. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Gandy. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intent.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushes. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground with the running back. He's inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Looking to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Canes! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. To the air on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now the play fake. Got the quick pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Throws to the back. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Gandy. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it! He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Reading the option, it's Suggs. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Florida Atlantic took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Boca Raton. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute. You get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the ground, it's Flanagan. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Setting up the screen. Running into the open space. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll give it to him again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air, it's Suggs. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with a toss play here. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling.
There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be tackled, and that'll bring us to the end of the game. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now